All right, welcome to another episode of Law Practice Accelerator. My name is Duncan. I want to welcome you to the show today. Today, we are going to do another episode, another edition of Is This Site Hot or Not? And I love this. I love this because we get a chance to look at some of the biggest firms, the ones with the biggest money, getting the best results in certain ways, and ask, are their websites helping them do that, or are they hindering them? Are they growing their revenues or are at best neutral? That's what we're going to look at. Now, yesterday, first one in the series, we looked at Wachtell. And why did we look at Wachtell and their very imposing looking website? Well, simple reason. If you look just at the money, they have the highest revenue per attorney of any firm in the world, at least in 2017. What the best stuff that people at Wikipedia can bring us. Over $3 million, over $3.1 million of revenue per attorney. Now that's a lot, better than anybody else. But you'll see right down there, number 4 on that listing is our friends at Kirkland and Ellis. And I should say are our friends at Kirkland and Ellis. But anyway, we asked yesterday, is Wachtell's site hot or not? They're making all this money. They're making over $3.1 million per attorney. Is their website part of their success? Are they doing smart things on their site that are making that happen? We came to the conclusion yesterday, no, they are not. We said that for a bunch of different reasons. All right, we're going to get to those again today as we examine Kirkland and Ellis and what they're doing on their site to see if they're doing smart things that maybe Wachtell is not. But my wife brought up a really good point to me yesterday, as she always does. She said, in that video that you did on Wachtell, you're saying all these things. You're saying why their site's no good, but they're the ones making all the money. You're not making $3.1 million per attorney. So why should anyone listen to you? And that's a very good question. She only asks good questions. So that's what she's saying. Why should you listen to this guy? And that's fair. Who am I anyway, right? Well, all right. My name is Duncan. We went through some of this before, but listen, I practiced in a big firm right out when I graduated law school. I'll give you my educational background if that's interesting. I went to Yale undergrad. I graduated there cum laude. I went on to Harvard Law School, graduated there in 2003. I came to my current hometown of Louisville, Kentucky in 2003 because I love it here. It's where my family's from originally. I grew up in the DC area. I came here to make my home and make my go at life, and started at a big firm here in town, one of the biggest firms in the region. And I practiced there for almost 16 years. And I learned a lot. It was great. Okay. But one of the things that I noticed, and one of the reasons I left, is that I discovered a way to market and do business that's better than what a lot of the big firms are doing. And it's based on sound, direct response marketing principles and the smart use of online tools. Why did I come to that conclusion? Well, listen, one of the lines of business that I do is estate planning. And if you're in estate planning at all, you know this, but it's coming for all of us. It doesn't matter what your niche is, right? Technology is starting to eat more and more into different practice areas, and that's fine, all right? But it means that if you are in any of those, whether it's litigation, right? If it's corporate, even just writing contracts, all right? Writing operating agreements, but certainly in estate planning, you see technology beginning to threaten our business. Now, that doesn't mean we should be scared of it. It just means we need to make good use of it. And I think I see a way to do that. We're talking about that on this channel. That's one of the reasons I'm doing this, right? Is how do we take good direct response marketing principles, which almost no law firms or lawyers use, and the best use of online marketing tools, so we can take the best of technology, put that to use for us, yes, to increase our business, but also to add additional value to our clients, right? How do we make sure that when they're paying our rates or paying our fixed fees, they're getting the best value for their money? They have a reason to want to use us rather than the LegalZooms or the Rocket Lawyers of the world, right? That's our competition in a lot of ways. Now, you might think you're too good for that, but just keep watching because it's coming for you. If it hasn't yet, it's coming for you. So part of Law Practice Accelerator is making sure that we're taking lawyers equipped with the best technology so they can go, and the best marketing, so they can go get the clients they want, make the money they want, live the life they want. And they is us. We want, right? That's what we're trying to do on the channel. But okay, fair enough. Well, how do I know anything about direct marketing principles? Well, I did what everybody does, right? Who is this guy? What's he doing? How does he know these things? All right. I started reading the classics. I started studying advertising and marketing from people who know what they're talking about. Possibly the single work that most people would cite as being the root of really all modern marketing is Claude Hopkins' Scientific Advertising. I've read that one multiple times. It's exceptionally good. Ogilvy on advertising. How to Write a Good Advertising by Vic Schwab. How to Make Your Advertising Make Money by John Caples. I have read some of the more modern stuff. Russell Brunson is a big deal. As you know, I'm a ClickFunnels affiliate. I use ClickFunnels in my business. It's what we're going to talk about here on Law Practice Accelerator as one of our primary tools for how we're going to grow our businesses online in ways that people who aren't tech nerds, all right, how we do this. How do we build these things without having a massive tech department but still get great results? Well, Russell Brunson co-founded ClickFunnels. He also happens to be a marketing genius, and he's written a couple of great books. One of them is .com Secrets. Another one, Expert Secrets. Read that. I also have been following and buying thousands of dollars of courses, frankly, from smart, modern, online and offline direct response marketing people like Frank Kern, like Jeff Walker with Product Launch Formula, Russell Brunson, Joe Polish. I've also have his Average Joe's Marketing book, and possibly the granddaddy of all the moderns, Dan Kennedy, including his excellent book, The Ultimate Sales Letter, and a number of his different courses. So I tell you all this just to say, if you're wondering, why in the world should we be listening to this guy? The answer is, I've done a ton of studying of these things. I've given thousands of dollars and hundreds of hours to getting the beginnings of mastery of this subject. And even without being a decades-long expert at this, I can tell you right now, so much legal marketing is garbage. It's not going anywhere. I'll give you an example. You say, well, he's not a marketing professional. Why should we listen to him? Okay. At my old firm, we did have a marketing department. And I don't know if it was the marketing department itself or somebody else who came up with this that we paid to come up with this. But one of the supposed marketing coups that they came up with was literally, now we're based here, the firm I was with was based here in Kentucky primarily. And you might be aware that, well, we do horses here in Kentucky. And so the thing they came up with was a slogan, and it was legal horsepower. Yeah. They went on hats, they went on t-shirts, they went on any number, that went on our website, that went out in magazine ads. That was it. Legal horsepower. So many people think good, effective advertising and marketing, just catchy little slogans. Now, that one's not even particularly catchy in my view. It certainly doesn't communicate any value to the person who's receiving it. All right. I bring that up to you only to say, so many people who are branded as marketing professionals, people who went to school and got a marketing degree, don't actually, it's not their fault. They're not bad people. They just don't know anything about actual marketing, direct response marketing, the kind of marketing that says, when you put something out there, we know if it's going to deliver results. We know if there's a return on investment because it's designed to get a response, right? That's the whole point of direct response. You put something out and people respond to it and you can tie it. So you know whether your marketing and advertising dollars are actually paying for themselves or whether you're just pouring money into a big black hole. What I would submit to you from our review of the Wachtell site yesterday was Wachtell is pouring money into a big black hole with its website. Now, they probably don't care because they're Wachtell, and everybody who, as I mentioned yesterday, general counsels across the country know that you can count on Wachtell. If you've got a problem and you don't want to get in trouble with your C-suite and you don't want to hear bad things from your shareholders, and you go get Wachtell or somebody of that ilk, so that if things go sideways, you can always say, oh, but I called that person. I called Wachtell, right? That's all. So Wachtell does not care if their website performs, and that's something we need to know. Now, the question is, what about our friends today? To get back to the subject, what about our friends at Kirkland and Ellis? Are they better? Are they better at this than Wachtell? Now, let's remind ourselves, these are people with real money, $3.2 billion, round numbers, of revenue, and still almost $1.6 million per lawyer in 2017. So big money. They're clearly originating a lot of business. They're doing a ton of money through there. But is their website part of what's getting it for them? That's the question. So let's take a look at the site itself. And to do that, we are going to go ahead and pop over to the live Kirkland and Ellis website. And this is what it looks like when you land there. This is live. So it's very fancy. You'll notice, you hover over things, things move around. Okay. But literally, there's no scrolling on this page. It's just, it moves headlines here, but that is all. So if you come to this website, the first thing that you realize is it's not obvious what I'm supposed to do next. There's no attention-getting headline, right? There's no hook. If you happen to land here and you weren't already dedicated to Kirkland and Ellis and doing business with them, there's nothing here to make you want to do business that says, hey, friend who's come to our page, thank you for coming here. Here's what we can do for you. Here's value we can add to you right now. There's none of that. There's just this. No headline, no nothing, just, hey, they sponsor GLAAD's annual Spirit Day for the 7th day in a row. Okay. So let's go to the menu. Let's see if things improve when we come over here somehow. Well, what do we have the ability to do? Well, we can get apparently lawyers, services, social commitment, careers. There is not even a contact button. Something I wanted to mention from my review of Walktel that I forgot to yesterday. I did mention that their contact page had basically it had no form, right? There was no way to get in touch with them. It said, hey, if you want to contact us, here's an email address. Here's the map of our office. Go away, essentially. Kirkland and Ellis doesn't even have that. And I've gone through all these tabs. If there's some contact information in there, it's hidden, at least at the website level. You go to lawyers, here's what you're going to see. Surprisingly enough, oh, I can search for attorneys. At least they don't have the school thing. That was annoying. Here they're bragging about themselves some more. The end. What do I even do, right? We go back over here. Let's go back to the menu. Maybe somehow in services, things will improve. Maybe we'll start getting client focused somewhere along here. Well, let's just pick one. Derivatives, why not? Our derivatives practice acts in respect of a full range. What does that even mean? Acts in respect of a full range of over-the-counter derivative. I don't mean to act in respect of. Maybe that makes sense to somebody. It doesn't make any sense to me. But whatever. You look through here. You know what you don't see, and I'm neglected to say this about the Walktel review yesterday too. You don't see the word you, your, anywhere in here. Any of these pronouns. It was true of Walktel as well. Right? You look and see, just count the number of those things. If you just pick any of these sites and start look at the we's and ours versus the you and yours. And you will find it is just hands down in favor of we and our. They do nothing but talk about themselves. They're not doing anything to take that and contextualize it and bring it to you. Here's what we are, and that's why it matters to you. Here's how we can help you with us, with our resources, with who we are. They never talk about that. So they give these people no reason to know, like, and trust them. And as we all know, listen, think about the people you do business with. They tend to be people that you know, like, and trust, right? They're doing none of that here. They're offering you no value, for example, some free something that you could take away in exchange even for getting your contact information. They're doing none of that. So there's no lead magnet. There's no hook. There's no contact form. There's no offer. There's no call to action. Indeed, I don't even know how you take action on this site. Social commitment. Now, this sounds like, hey, well, they say they care about people, but the people they don't care about are you. You're the one showing up on this site. And heaven help you if you're actually going to, wait a minute, learn more about Kirkland. What is this? Oh, about we, us. I guess that's what we're supposed to learn is they don't give a rip-roaring care about you at all. And there you are. So you can keep looking through. I mean, locations is the closest thing to anything you're going to find. Well, let's look at Beijing. Well, you can call here, I guess. See if we go here. What happens here? Now, you can look inside their office. There's an actual you in here. If you require an opinion, you should obtain it from a Chinese law firm. This is the best. Okay, all of this, I'm going to stop here because this, at some point, it just seems unfair. All right, so here's the deal. They very clearly are not counting on their website to do anything for them at all, right? Their website is not designed to get your business. It's not designed to create a relationship with you. It's not designed to enhance kilt, right? What I've called kilt here before, know, like, and trust. They're not putting their kilt on when they create a site like this. This is a site that is a pure ego site. It's at best a semi-dressed up business card. It's what it is. That's nothing that you and I, we're not Kirkland and Ellis. We're not Walktel. We can't just walk around and drop a name like that and apparently that's good enough. We have to reach out to our marketplace. We have to know the clients that we want, know what's going on inside their heads. What do they think about? What do they desire? How can we help them? When you make your website and your marketing and everything you do focused on the client, who they are, and speaking into that, that's how you get success with these sorts of things. And you make sure that it's traceable. You make sure that you know that someone's coming to you from your website, right? By giving them a way to get in contact with you through your website. You can offer them a lead magnet. Again, a lead magnet just means some piece of value that you're going to give them in exchange for their email address and their contact information. Often that is a report or a guide that you've put together, usually electronically deliverable. Okay, so it's just a PDF, some set of videos or a webinar, something that you're willing to give them. So they can consume that value. They can, speaking biblically, they can taste and see that it's good. They know that you are somebody that they can know, like, and trust and want to do business with and reciprocate, right? You've already given them value for free up front. We all understand how this works. That makes them want to do business with you, right? People want to reciprocate. It's why they give away free samples at the grocery stores, right? Why are they handing out those little sausages? Because they want you to buy them. And frankly, how many of us, maybe you're better at this than I am, but man, first, I'm always tempted by free food. But second, if I go and I take a sample, I will find myself seriously considering buying a giant tray of frozen quiches that I know I don't need. And until 10 seconds before that, I really didn't even want. But now they've given it to me and I feel like I owe them something, right? Well, frankly, lead magnets, that's part of the idea. We want people to feel that reciprocity, not because we're trying to get them to buy things they don't need, but because they do need our services, or they wouldn't have been interested in the lead magnet in the first place, presumably. So we're giving them that so they can know that we produce high quality stuff, we give real value, and that makes them want to do more business with us. The Kirklands and the Walktels of the world have apparently no need for that, and they certainly aren't doing it. And that's why we should not be patterning ourselves off of them. So is this site hot or not? You already know where I'm going. It's a big nut. Kirkland's a great firm. I assume I've never done business with them, but I'm sure they're lovely, right? $3.2 billion of revenue. It's probably a good sign when, and especially 1.6 million of revenue per attorney. It's pretty solid, don't get me wrong, but their website is not getting it for them. So don't make the mistake of thinking that just because they do stratospheric revenues and it's wonderful revenue per attorney, that you should be patterning your website, your online presence should not look like theirs if you intend for your online presence to actually bring you any business at all. That, friends, unfortunately, is the verdict for today. Hey, here's the question. If you have your own website that you'd like someone to take a look at, you'd like me to review it and just give you some thoughts, I'd be happy to do that. Leave me some comments below. Give me your URL. Let me have your email address. I'd be happy to give you some thoughts. Also, let me know, what do you think of the Kirkland site? Am I being too hard on them? Am I overlooking some genius piece of marketing that I don't understand? Let me know. Maybe I'm an idiot. I probably am. But in this, I think I got it right. Let me know what you think. or maybe you see other ways that Kirkland could improve their site. It would be easy to find those ways. Let me know about that. Let me hear from you in the comments, and make sure if you like this, click the like button and subscribe or follow, right? Depending on where you're watching this. I want to make sure I can reach you with this kind of content as every day as I'm making it. So stay with me, click the like and subscribe and follow. Friends, it's been fun. I'll catch you again really soon. Thanks for being here on Practice Accelerator. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See y'all.